right, people, welcome to another episode of Natty News Daily. We got the squad on tonight. All three of us were able to make it, which is obviously a good thing. First off, just want to say our condolences to George Peterson and his family. Unfortunately, just maybe a couple hours ago, it was all over social media that he had passed away unexpectedly. So we obviously want to send our prayers out for that. Obviously George is a very talented athlete, was looking to do some damage at the Olympia in just a few days, but unfortunately he's passed away. So we just wanted to share our thoughts out for that.
I've heard nothing but good things about him too. So yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, nothing but
it's hitting a lot of people in his circle very hard. So that's really sad to see.
No, for sure.
So, yeah.
It's always sad to see another athlete go.
Yeah, and he was a tremendous bodybuilder too. His back was one of the best in the biz.
Yeah, very, very talented man. Okay, so let's get into with us talking briefly about the Olympia. We're going to give our top 5 predictions for the Open. This is obviously not quite within the natural bodybuilding realm, but at the end of the day, we're all bodybuilding. It's the
biggest show of the year.
Yeah,
we all love bodybuilding in general. We don't hate the IFBB.
No, for sure.
I love the IFBB.
Let's go in reverse. So we'll go top 5. Dan,
I know 4.
Couldn't go 5, could you?
I'm torn on the 5th. I think I'll be able to give an answer on the 5th, but I'm not confident, but anyways, my top 5, Rami's going to win. Rami, Hottie, Nick Walker, Brandon Curry.
I swear to God, if you say Bonac 5th.
See, 5th is where I'm like.
Literally my list.
5th is where I'm torn. I'm torn between 3 guys, which would be James Hollingshead, Bonac, and Ian Villaire.
Yep.
I have a feeling it's gonna be either Bonac or James. Man, the way that James's mentality is right now, I watched him on the podcast or listened to him on the podcast. I think James is gonna take 5th.
I think so.
I think it's gonna be James. I think it's gonna be James, Bonac, and then Ian. I think that's how it's gonna go.
So that puts Hunter like 8th for you.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah, I don't think Hunter's quite as sharp as like Ian. And
do you not see his photos today? Oh man,
I glimpsed at him, but man, Ian beat him last year, and this is a stacked. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. And James didn't compete last year, so James is new in the mix. James is new in the mix. Nick's new in the mix.
Yeah. So I had same as you, Rami, Hottie, Nick. But I honestly think, depending on how they look side by side, and Rami's condition, like the top 3 could flip. I genuinely believe that. I think
dude, Nick could win.
Nick could win. That's not like impossible to say, which is incredible for A, how young he is, and B, how new he is. But if Rami's on, I think Rami takes it. Hottie and Nick still could flip, but I will give the edge to Hottie for now. And then I have Nick 3rd. I had Brandon.
Hottie usually comes in shape. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Hottie will be crisp. I don't think that's a question. But next to Nick,
we know Nick is crisp already. Yeah. I mean, he's not going to come in any worse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then I had Brandon 4th. And then my 5th was Bonac, but I do agree with you. I think that 5th spot is up for grabs between Bonac, James, Ian,
Hunter too.
Yeah, I think Hunter, his shape is undeniable. It's very, very good. Yeah, it'll just be interesting to see those guys lined up, which is crazy that your 1 to 8 is a very, very solid lineup. Yeah. That's awesome.
I agree. I'm excited.
Yeah. James, do you have any discrepancies with that list?
Not really. I mean, I think that's the thing is, I think it all depends on who comes in the best shape, because any one of those people, I feel like top 3, any one of those like 8 could jump to 3, just, like that with conditioning, because their structures are all fantastic. I think Rami, 90% Rami, is winning. Like it's hard to knock off the top, right? So he's already been there. As long as he comes in like pretty darn tight comparable to last time, he's going to maintain the title. If he doesn't, I think Hadi comes in. I think Hadi edges out Nick just on structure, like the shape, like not size, not like freak factor or anything, but like his flow is a little bit better. And I think at
He's
the
got a
Olympia,
great build.
I think they're going to give him that like push forward just on the flow, just from what
He
they've done in the
almost took
past couple of years.
second last year too, because he won it, or he was
Yeah, he
second
won.
in finals.
Yeah, he beat
Yeah.
Phil in finals.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of how they've been rewarding the past couple of years, is like the more aesthetic guy a little bit more. So I'd
But
see
Brandon's got
Hadi.
great shape too, though. But
Yeah,
I just,
I mean, you can't count him out. He's won it. So I mean, he's a contender. I would love to see Hunter place top 5, just because I really like him, and his father was like one of my big inspirations growing up. So it's cool to see him like continue that legacy. Yeah, I think Nick's gonna place well. Just he's got the hype, he's got the momentum, and you can't like take that away. Even though they want to like judge as objectively as they can, like everyone's kind of riding that right now.
I don't even know that it's
and he's
just
good.
hype.
Like he's good. I'm not taking it
man.
away from him. He's very, very lean. He's got like, crazy mass. I personally don't like the physique as much, but I mean that's me. Like
I don't know. I think his
can't.
presentation's excellent. You know,
No, he does a great job with his posing.
His posing's
he does
great.
he does a very good job of hiding some of those, flaws, if you will, in the build. But yeah, it's hard to say. But like I said, that top 8 could just like flip at any moment.
Yeah.
So is your top? Run down the list.
I would say
in order 'em.
I don't even want to go like top 5. I would say top 3 would be like Rami.
Top 5. We want top 5.
We want top 5, James.
That was the rules.
I'm not gonna do it. Rami, Hadi. I'm gonna say Brandon. Brandon, Nick. I want to give it to him. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's like coming back, with a chip on his shoulder. I'll mix it up. I'll say Hunter as number 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think any of us could,
Yeah. I think, is it safe to say that Bumstead three-peats?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? What's his name as
Canada?
Robert Timms is going to be a.
I think he could make top 5 for sure.
I think he's going to take 3rd.
Ooh. That's incredible that Terrence squeaks 2nd for the size discrepancy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Terrence takes 2nd again.
Yeah.
Where you got Logan?
5th.
Who you got 4th then?
Breon.
Yeah, fair. I forgot about Breon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that. Honestly, that's not a bad call. Actually, I could see that.
What do we think about that? What's his actual name? I just remember his Instagram handle. Lord Jones.
He wasn't tight enough at the Arnold. Honestly, if he came in shape, he would take 2nd. I think he could actually challenge Chris. From this.
He's got nutty proportions.
Last year,
tiny waist.
I'm telling you right now, last year from the side, he won the side shots.
Okay, so in classic,
he beat Chris.
They do one side shot.
But that was last year. He beat Chris in the side shot. And he came out of almost nowhere.
I genuinely think that Chris is on a level in classic that they are so much a fan of his physique that he, like as it stands right now, he's untouchable. I think he's set the standard that until like even like Brian Jones next to him, like if we give him side chest, like I think like Chris's front double, even his back double now, like the way he hits his vacuum, I just think he is exactly what they want to represent classic. And
I was just thinking of,
he's very marketable, he's very likable, he's making them bank.
I think even if Brian Jones came in perfect, Chris would still win. I just think it'd be closer than a lot of people realize.
He would close the gap a bit.
Just due to his meteoric rise and the fact that he's still able to stay under the weight cap. Yeah, it's just like, man, he came out of nowhere and took like 5th.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think he had the best side shots in that show, and it's like he came out of nowhere, and it's like, where did
But then you see him at the Arnold, and he shit the bed.
he was not tight enough at the Arnold. Yeah,
Like
it's a
he
conditioning
wasn't
thing.
even top 5 at the Arnold, right? So then you add
Yeah,
in
this year
Chris, you
no.
add in
This year he's
Breon,
not.
like
This
that
year
knocks him.
no. I don't even think he's taking top 5.
And then do you think Clarita takes 212 again?
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's untouchable right now.
Yep. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
James, give the viewers a little lowdown of the natural exciting news this weekend.
Yeah, we got Mr. A. We got Dan's return to the stage, as well as a grouping of some of the best natural bodybuilders of our generation, of the ones that are actively competing right now. I mean,
Yep.
Mr. A, Atlantic City. It beyond just the bodybuilders, this is a big weekend for natural bodybuilding because it's the first time we're televised nationally. So CBS Sports Network, I believe, is covering it. So it's going to be out there, hopefully grows the sport if it's produced well and if it's covered well and if the athletes put on a good show for us, which we're hoping. But yeah,
Come on, guys, don't let us down.
yeah, fingers crossed.
We've got
this could go.
Man, the names that I keep hearing that I'm going to be stepping on stage with, I'm just like, boy.
You're gonna be up there with some beefcakes,
Oh boy.
my friend.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited to see these guys in person, man.
Yeah, for sure. You're gonna have a fan
like
moment.
Ricardo Jr. and Brandon.
Yeah.
You saw the list, Leroy. You wanna give the list reveal?
No, because I don't remember it off the top of my head. And if I'm being honest, there was a few names that I had to ask Brandon, like, can you send me their profiles? Because I'd never heard of them. Yeah. And then I looked at their profiles and I was like, oh shit. So
my friend Mike Pucci's competing too. He's a great bodybuilder as well. He loves the page as well.
Excellent. We do our best. Yeah. So Mr. America this weekend, awesome. To see the sport getting some recognition, like James said, a bit of a television outing here, which is awesome. We spoke with the guy that runs the whole thing, and he's very passionate about the sport. If you haven't watched that episode, go check it out. And as far as production value goes, and there's money involved, which is awesome to see. So I think all around this is going to be a very positive weekend, not only for natural bodybuilding, but obviously bodybuilding as a whole with the Olympia too. So it's very, very exciting to see.
I should definitely, I've mentioned I should try to get some sort of content from the show.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can pull.
I told you, wear a GoPro. All right. Now let's pop over to our lovely Natty News page. So the last little while, there's been a lot of guys that have competed. And I think it'd be kind of cool to give some shout outs, some recognition to some people. A lot of them are very avid followers of the page, guys that, I know somewhat personally through social media. I know some of the guys that you guys are familiar with. So I want to go down to.
It's really cool how many guys you've connected with through the page. Eddie.
So
sure.
Eddie,
Our guy.
I don't know what else to say outside of the guy's just a straight unit. We had him on the podcast not too long ago, so you guys might be familiar with his face. Coached by Cliff. This is his girlfriend here. She did the thing and won too. So Eddie made his return to the stage not too long ago, locked in that WMBF Pro card.
And she won a card too, I think.
She did, yeah.
Show. Yeah, that has to be so cool. I reached out to Eddie. I was like, man, that had been an amazing moment for both, both of them. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Awesome.
So Eddie, potential is literally through the roof. Like if he wants to go to Worlds this year and make a name for himself, I undoubtedly think he could. And he's so young and he's only going to get better. I know I have some more photos of him somewhere. You ever just look at this page and be like, damn, I am
a
shitty bodybuilder. There we go. There's some professional shots.
That's nasty.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, mid to low 160s he was. Which, again, for those that are uneducated about bodybuilding and looking at this, you'd probably think he's like 210.
Yep. He's my height, my weight, and looks like 50 pounds heavier than me. So
yeah,
awesome.
really,
Great, cool.
really awesome to see. He works with the same coach I'm under, Cliff Wilson. They did the whole rapid backload, which he posted on his stories, which was kind of cool to watch him eating Cheerios and potatoes all day.
He told me his mouth was hurting so bad from all the Cheerios he consumed.
Yeah. So Eddie, my man, you're a killer.
I got in the Cheerio train this week. Probably not eating nearly as many as him, but I'm enjoying my Cheerios right now. Apple cinnamon.
Jake Braley, UK man, made his
Mhm.
triumphant return to the stage. If I remember correctly, this was his first bodybuilding show. He's done men's physique and classic before, but he made the jump to the trunks and had an awesome showing. Looked amazing, and I know he's got more planned for the season. We're hoping to get him on the podcast soon enough. So
That'd be
Jake,
awesome.
if you're watching this, then
He's
get
another one of those guys that has not been afraid to take time away and get heavy and put some
he
mass
got
on, man.
That's
real
what I
big.
was gonna say. Yeah, not afraid to put the masks on, which I love to see. Everyone's scared nowadays. They want to stay
Right.
lean all the time and still
There you
grow.
go.
Yeah.
Like he holds it well. Like you can definitely, he's
Yeah.
got body fat on him for sure, but like, you can still see shape in his legs. He's still even got a little bit of abs there at however heavy he was. I know he was over 200, I think. But yeah,
He actually, I don't know if it's this post that you shared or he put up another post recently that had some pretty good insight into his process of like gaining weight and then maintaining the strength that he's maintained throughout prep. So for the followers, I think it's worth finding that post on his page and reading through it because it's some good points there.
Yeah,
he's got great structure through the midsection and through the upper body, especially.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake's one to watch. If you don't follow him, show him some support.
Great bodybuilder.
A very, very good athlete, super nice guy. Always been very, very friendly when I've talked to him, and he's got a shit ton of potential for sure.
That front double is nasty.
All right, let's go back. Maybe. Nope. One more. Holy, this is painful. All right.
It's easier to navigate on the phone. At least it's up and running today, though.
That's right. Steve Hall, Revive Stronger. I guarantee everybody watching this knows who Steve is, but Steve with the return to the stage as well. You guys are seeing the photo here. Man brought it, and he looks really, really good this time
Fantastic.
around.
Looks like a whole new human compared to last time.
Yeah, this shot I really like. I like just how this looks.
It's a great shot from him. Yeah. He's got great arms and
I think that's what makes it.
The glute striations and big fan.
Big fan, Steve. Big fan. Where's Jack? Right here.
Piad?
Jack Piad. He's had a series of shows this year. He's done the BMBF, I think was his most recent one. This one, I can't recall what the organization was.
He's rocking the Jay Cutler hair too.
Yeah, he's got the Jay Cutler hair on. So yeah, he's done a couple shows. He's under I think Adrian is his name. They've been working together this season. I just posted one. This one here. This was the BMBF. So he's made a ton of improvements. I think for those that have followed him closely, you'll know he's been working extremely hard to really improve his physique. I think 2018 was his last season, if I remember correctly. And, it's literally unrecognizable from.
He's got a much bigger and rounder because in his last season, not to knock him, but he looked a little stringy. And this time he looks big on stage and awesome. He's putting a lot of effort into his off season.
Yeah, he's completely improved everything top to bottom. And, there's, no knock in saying that he didn't look great 2 years ago, but, he'll be the first to say that he didn't look great 2 years ago. I mean, we can all say that about ourselves, right? But, what you do from that time to now is what really matters. And, looking at this photo, it's very, very evident that he's put in a shit ton of work.
You can make
his
a
body
lot
mature.
of strides. Yeah.
I mean,
And
you can see any one of us like starts out and you look, kind of stringy, kind of a little soft, regardless of your like how lean you get, and then you hit that, you get over that plateau, and it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
now I look like a man.
Yeah, look, yeah, that's a huge difference. It's just everywhere. I mean, again, another guy that spent time getting heavy, not heavy, heavy, but spending time not super lean,
Yep.
putting on tissue, spending.
For sure. Dirk under Alberto Nunez, 3DMJ. A lot of hype behind him. A lot of controversy.
A lot of
If you want to say that about how ready early he was, and if he was going to fade out by the time he stepped on stage, all that fun stuff. And he didn't. He looks insane. He's another one like Eddie, who's an absolute unit, and obviously brought a very incredible physique to the stage.
No doubt.
Yeah, I can't recall where he's from. He's like quite
he's
far
European,
away.
but
yeah. But anyways, man looks incredible. For anybody that doubted him or Alberto, I think this was a very good insight as to the skill that both the athlete and the coach have in this situation, and speaks to, like I said, the skill that they have, because they brought it. Look at this. This is insane.
Yeah. That's
gnarly.
It silences any doubts.
Yeah. Here's a, iPhone shot, but like, look at him. The man's got skills. Who else we got that we can, might as well talk about Bearcat while we're here. Triumphant return to the stage by Chris. Walking away
recent
with
appearance
that,
on the podcast, and
yeah.
If you haven't listened to that episode, listen to it. There was
that was a good
some
one.
knowledge drop there. Yeah.
So Chris,
that was fun.
Chris has more lined up, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yep.
He's doing an NPC
next up
show,
NPC. Correct. Yes, NPC next.
Yeah.
Test it out.
Cool. That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is familiar? Quickly touch on Mr. Wattis. Mr. America this weekend returned to the stage.
I will see him.
Yeah. Dan and Brandon. Let's go. It'll be good.
We'll face off. Yeah.
It'll be quite a face off. Yeah.
And then we'll quickly give a little shout out to this gentleman here. We had him very, very promptly on the podcast. Dan and I were able to squeak an episode in the other day. For those that don't know, scheduling with Ben and other people from the UK is a bit of a chore because of the time difference, but we made it work. Ben will be competing next weekend, making his return to the stage at, I think it's the UKDFBA finals. I think that's the show. Yeah, he doesn't need to qualify. Anyways, Ben's won WNBF Worlds before, very, very, very talented athlete.
His process is different.
Like,
look out for that podcast.
Yeah, we'll post that. I was going to post it this week, but we'll post it next week right before he competes. But I mean, look at this photo. Like, enough said.
These stirred up some controversies on the webs. Lots of natty or not discussions, which are stupid if you know the person at all or have followed his journey at all, because he literally posts progress photos like decades back and you can see him. Yeah. But I won't digress too much.
That lat feathering is just gnarly.
Yeah, Ben's extremely kind, extremely humble, and B, probably one of the best athletes I've ever seen. Just I think his physique's incredible. I really do. And for like being a lightweight, like, it's nutty.
And he's just continued to dial it in. Like, if you look back at his photos and look at his numbers,
gets better and better.
He's been like 165 every single show for God knows how long, but it's just been better and better and better and better. Like, it's way more conditioned. The structure's there, losing less mass each time. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. I think we're almost done with our little time limit.
So much going on in bodybuilding.
I know. So exciting. If you guys like this episode, I know we had numerous subject matters, but it was all good, all bodybuilding related. So if you did like it, give it a like. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at natty_news_daily. And we'll see you guys in the next one.